Okay, okay, fine. Okay. So we just done with the workshop. Okay. We just done with the workshop, right? So today we'll discuss about the different parameters that we were having in the API. Okay. Just we'll take a sample example for that. Let's check this. Okay. Let me open the paint. Fine. Okay. So you will be receiving an APIs from your developer. Okay, when once you start before you start testing, you will get a
Uh,
document. Yes,
Sorry, Harshil.
yes.
This one is
What?
first class or already?
Yes, this is a first demo.
Okay,
Okay, I
okay.
was okay. We are just done with the workshop, and this is a first demo. Okay,
Workshop means?
just a overview about the course and some just
I
interaction
think
that.
that I was miss, I think.
Maybe yeah. It will be
Ma'am,
available
I
in.
too. Yeah,
Ma'am,
I
I
am
too have
also missed
joined.
that.
Yeah.
Nothing much in that. We just interacted about the course and just we have general example we have discussed. It will be available in the YouTube. Okay, it will be available. Those videos and all will be available in the YouTube. Today is the first demo. Okay. Hmm, okay. So let's say suppose this is an API. Okay, that you have received from your developer. In this API, first, you should aware of what are the parameter it contains on this. Okay. So what are the parameter it contains? Any idea? What are the parameters are available in this?
User some page number.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah. Okay. Mm. Okay. So, so in this, so when we receive an API, so first we need to understand what resource it is trying to hit the services, so that we get back the response from the services. Okay, so here, so what's happening first from start, we will start it. Okay, so HTTPS, this is nothing but our protocol. Okay, this is our protocol. And request response dot in, this is our domain name. Okay, and this is my resource. Okay, this is my resource, and this part is nothing but my query string or query param. Okay, okay. So this is my protocol, this is my domain name, this is my resource, this is my query param. Okay, so how to understand this API? So how we will get to know this is the resource, this is the query param, this is the domain name, this is the protocol. Okay, so always remember, if you are working with the browser level, okay, if you are testing a APIs of a browser level, so those browser level application supports only the HTTPS and HTTP protocol. Okay, so browser level protocols are like HTTP and HTTPS. So these two are the browser level protocol. So that's the reason always our URL starts with the HTTP and HTTPS. In this also, so this one is okay. What is the difference between this protocol and this protocol? Okay, we have many other protocols, not only HTTP and HTTP. Yes, okay, we have a SMTP, we have a FTP, but based upon the scenario and based upon the device that we are accessing. Okay, for example, FTP, file transfer protocol. Okay, so where we use the file transfer protocol, for example, SMTP. Okay, so where we use the SMTP protocol. Okay. So file transfer protocol usually we use, you guys will be using a Google Drive, right? So I also have a Google Drive, you guys will also have a Google Drive. From my Google Drive to your Google Drive, I need to transfer some files. While storing the file in my Google Drive and while sharing it, one second. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So while storing a files in the Google Drive and while sharing a file from my drive to your drive, so in between that, we are using a FTP, like FTP protocol. Okay, like that, based upon the scenario and based upon devices that we are using, the level of access, the protocol will differ. So now here we are accessing through the browser level protocols are like HTTP and HTTPS only. Okay, so other protocols will not support for the browser. So this HTTPS is giving some set of rule. Okay, I mean to say, like if you are using my protocol, you have to follow this rules, I mean to say. So if we are using a HTTPS, immediately after the HTTP, what parameter we need to provide, after this parameter what we need to provide. Okay, so here what happens, we have provided HTTPS, then here we have provided with the request and response dot in. So what is this domain name? So domain name is nothing but our application name. Okay, so this is a application name. Okay, so if you can take a facebook.com, a whatsapp.com, twitter.com, okay, so on. So that those are all nothing but domain name. Okay, so whatever the application we are using, that application is nothing but that is the domain name for that particular application. This is the resource. Inside application we will be having a multiple functionalities, right? See, consider this is an WhatsApp. Okay, maybe here I have a chat functionality, here I have a profile functionality, here I have a some other function, status functionality. Okay, so here chat, here profile, here status. Okay, so this resource, if I want to reach to the chart resource, okay, so what is my address will be, first I need to provide the, consider this is an web, web WhatsApp. Okay, make use of a chat. So I want here, first we need to provide the protocol, then we need to reach to the application, then after reaching to the application we need to specify to which resource I need to communicate. Okay, so here what's they are doing, first they are providing HTTPS protocol, then they are reaching request and response dot in domain name, means application. So after reaching to the application, they are going to the user's resource. Okay, so inside the user's resource, so here they're providing some extra information to this resource. Okay, so what is the extra information they're providing here? So inside the users, there may be multiple pages is available. This is the user's resource. Okay, inside user's resource maybe page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, so on. Okay, multiple information is available. So in that user's resource, exactly which page information you require, so that is nothing but query parameter. They are giving with the extra value for this users, they are giving in the query parameter. Okay, so how to identify the query parameter here? So now protocol and domain name, and this is the resource, and whenever we have specified the query string here, question mark symbol. Okay, and key value pair we have specified here. Whenever the value starts, value pair starts with preceding question mark or query string. This is nothing but our query parameter. Okay, so when to use the query parameter? So whenever we have a list of value, in that if we need to filter something, okay, so then we have to go with the query parameter. Okay, so understanding my point, right? For example, see, this is an application. See this, I'm just giving you overview of this API application. Okay, this is a we have a application here. Maybe here we have a resources like a users resource. Here we have a users resource, and here we have a some other profile resource. Here we have a users, and here we have a profile. Okay, so inside this users resource, maybe we have a multiple options like page 1, page 2, page 3, like that. Maybe we have an option. Okay, so in that exactly which page information we want. Okay, so what's they're doing? So first they are going, and the control is going to the application first. Okay, the control is going to the application first. After the control goes to the application, then the control is going to the users. Okay, so then after control reach to the users, then control is coming to the page 2. Okay, page 2 it is coming. Okay, this is how it is traversing inside the application. If I want to fetch page 3 value, I need to provide the particular value to that. Okay, so now here give me the address for this. I want to hit the status resource. How you will reach? Make use of a chat and just provide the API address for that. I want to reach here. So application name is WhatsApp. Okay, application name is just WhatsApp. I want to reach to the status resource. Rajesh, no, this is just a first demo. Okay, we are not started any session yet. Hmm. Okay, yes, please be interactive. Okay, so Sushil, right? Yeah. So Sushil has given some API. Okay. What about others? So okay, WhatsApp and reaching to the API and status. Fine. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So here. Okay. Now one more task. Here chat functionality is there. Inside the chat functionality, there is a multiple values. Like the value is maybe read, unread. Okay, read and unread. Okay, so here um, message. Okay, the message is read or unread. Okay, so I want to filter only the already viewed message, means read message. How do you do that? Hmm. I want to reach to the chat resource. In that, I have to filter read messages. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Super. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. So So here the first thing is, first the control has to go to the application. First the control has to goes to the application. Yes, it's reached to the application. Okay. After reaching to the application, the control has to go to the resource. Okay. Yes, it's reached to the resource. After reaching the control to the resource, then the control has to go here. Okay. So here, how will be the address? It started from HTTP, then WhatsApp, domain name, then chat is the resource. It's reached the chat resource. Then in that query string, start with the query string. Okay. Where's my query string? So start with the query string. Message is equal to read. Oh shit. Okay. Message is equal to read means I'm filtering the values here. So this is where, a query parameter or query string comes into the picture. Okay. Now one more we have path parameter. When to use the path parameter. Okay. So if you can go here, I will just give you the URL of this dummy API. Okay. This is on our website where they maintain. One second, guys. So where they maintain some dummy APIs. Okay. Uh, Sorry.
Um, question mark, right? The
Yeah.
question mark is always will be there in all the pages. Is it a regular or
No, 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 no.
only in example?
Wherever we have values, like multiple values. Okay. For example, uh, just maybe you are opening an Amazon application and you are trying to buy a watch. Okay. So first you are reaching to the application, then you are reaching to the watch resource. So there, after reaching to the watch, okay, so you have a multiple, multiple option to filter it. Okay, I mean to say, let me write it here. See, this is an Amazon application. Consider this is an Amazon application. In that, first we are reaching to the watch. Okay, in the watch section also, again there is multiple options. Like for the brand, again multiple brands will be available. For the color, multiple colors will be available. And for the case, multiple case will be available. Okay. For us in the UI, just it will look like options. Like we will click on the brand and we will select whatever the brand we want and we will apply that filter. And here we will click on the color, we will apply that color, and we will click on that color. Okay. So according to our selection in the UI, the particular relatable filters watch will be available. But whenever we click on the filters here in the UI, in the backend, how it works. Okay. See, for the brands also, for example, this is the watch resource. This is the watch resource. When we click on that, again, we will get brands to select. Okay. So here in the brand, okay, there are multiple options will be available. So we need to provide which brand we need exactly. So there, query parameter comes into the picture. There we will provide like brand is equal to maybe fast track like that. We will provide the value for this watch resource. So we will go to the watch resource. Then for the brand, we will provide the, we will select the fast track in the list of value, because we don't have only the fast track, brand in the Amazon. Okay. So we will be having a multiple brands there. So in that multiple brands, which exactly I want, I have to pick up that. I need to filter that now. So there query parameter comes into the picture. So what we will do in that case, we will start with the query parameter here. Watch is equal to Sorry, watch, then the question marks will start, and we will provide like a brand is equal to um, fast track.
So that question mark is part of resource or part of the query?
The part of the query, the question mark is not part of
Okay.
the resource. Resource
Okay.
will end here.
Okay.
Okay. For this resource, extra information we are giving through the query param. Okay. So to identify this query param, we starting with this question mark.
Okay.
Understanding? So here, okay, let me take some other example if we have it here. Okay. See here, single user not found. Here what's happening? If I click on this, see, observe here, request response dot in. This is a so this is the protocol, and next is domain name, and next is what, resource, and slash some value they given. Okay, along the path we are providing some value here along with our API path. Okay, without any query string, we are providing the some value here directly. Means there is no key value pair of value here. Directly we are passing some value. So this is nothing but our path parameter. Along the path of the API or URL, we are providing some value. Okay, this is path parameter. Query parameter means we are filtering some value there. We have a list of value, we are filtering it there. Okay, so that is comes under the query param. Okay, maybe here maybe employees, it's going employees tab, it is going in that which employee exactly you want to take the information, that employee ID passing here directly. So that also nothing but path parameter. Whenever we have a bunch of value, in that bunch of value, if you want to select only particular one means, then we need to go with the query param. Okay, when we have clear about the requirement, when we know that exactly the particular which resource we need to hit, so then we can directly pass the value as a path parameter. Okay, so this is comes under the path param, this is comes under the query param. Okay, understanding the difference between path param and query param, right?
Yeah. Harshil, here in request response dot in that slash API you mentioned, but here, yeah, one second. Yeah,
Uh,
but here in WhatsApp slash chat, but you haven't given API. That is mandatory or not API?
No, no, Prasad. No, it differ. Okay, mean to say it differed to application. It's not like a mandatory like API. We need to specify like that. Sometime while they're defining the resource, they will give a address like this. Or sometimes they will directly specify. If I take any other example, let me open my Postman. So it's not mandatory, and we no need to worry about that. Anyhow, we are receiving from the developers. Okay, these APIs we will be receiving from developers, so they will give us the proper idea, clear documentation. For example, if you take this is also APIs. Okay, this is also dummy APIs we have. So let's take this API, uh, find pet by status. Okay, so I'm opening this document, clicking on try it out. And here query parameter they're asking. Okay, I'm clicking on query parameter in order to generate the API. Okay, so this is not how we follow in real time. This and all will be given by the developer, but since it is a dummy, we are only generating API here. Okay, see here, HTTP is there. This is the domain name, and resource they are giving like they're starting with this. Okay, slash pet, and again after the slash pet, see here v2 they have added here. Okay, so it depends how they will provide the address. Okay, for the resource how they will provide the address, it depends upon the API. and we need no need to worry about that. Okay, because while they are giving, they will give a complete document like this. See, this is the, like we call it as a swagger document. Swagger document is nothing but where we maintain all the services information. Okay, API document, swagger document, both are same. Okay, so what they will do, developers, they will provide the methods, and they will provide the endpoints here, and they will provide what are the parameters they are using, and they will give us the sample, response code, and the sample request information. So by using that, we need to take a request URL. Say we need to take this request URL and we need to execute it. We need to execute. So here what we are requesting, okay, according to the API that you guys are, seeing here. What you guys are understanding here?
It's a query. Hello? Can you hear me, madam?
Okay, it's a query. Or you guys can say that it's a query.
That resource is there plus question mark, and then
Hmm.
yeah.
Okay, and then what?
And then it is checking the status
Okay, so
parameter.
yeah, what it is then after the question mark? After the question mark, we are passing the value.
Key value
It's a
pair.
parameter.
Yeah, okay. So after the question mark, we are passing as a key value. Okay, key value we are passing here. Okay, so why we are passing as a key value here for the find status resource?
To fetch it.
Yeah, to fetch find. But why we need to pass a key value pair for the find by status resource?
Because a resource has multiple options, like
Yeah.
available or not. Yeah.
Yes, okay, that's the see here, because this resource find by status is having multiple options. What is those options? It can be available. The status can be available pets. The status can be pending pets. The status can be sold pets. Okay, this status is having a multiple values. Okay, so they are telling that we have to reach to the find by status. Okay, once we are reaching to the find by status here, there's an ambiguity issue. Okay, they said that we have to reach to the find by status resource. Okay, we are reaching there. Then there are multiple options are there. In that find by status pet, some pets are sold, some pets are available, some pets are pending status. So which we need to provide the information, means which count we need to provide it now. So that's the question now. Okay, so since we have a multiple status here of the pets, we are passing the pets of available as an a query parameter to find by status. Okay, now also ask me the question. I want to, do we need to provide only one query parameter here? No, not like that. Okay, you can also give multiple query parameter. Okay, so how to provide the multiple query parameter here? By using a ampersand symbol. Okay, just I will tell you about that. Okay, so by giving a ampersand symbol, we need to provide this now. Okay, yeah, okay. So this is the basic information about the path parameter and query parameter. Any doubts in this?
So this has OR operation also, right? And I'm just checking. And ampersand and OR operations.
Yes, what, Shukumar?
No, I was mentioning, you
You were
said
asking something?
this AND operation is there. So it
Mm-hmm.
might have OR operation also, right? So like that, it has many operations. Is it like that?
No, for example, see here. Here, okay, just take here only the example. I'm reaching to the HTTPS and Amazon.com. Amazon.com. Okay. Amazon.com. I'm reaching. Then after reaching Amazon.com, I'm reaching to the watch resource. Okay. So in that watch resource, I need a watch of a fast track brand, and the color is blue color. Okay. And the case should be rounded, not just square. I need a watch with a rounded case. Okay, so how do I provide that filter here? Color should be black, and the brand should be fast tag, and case should be rounded. So how do I provide that?
Yeah, with and operation. Concatenate with and operations.
Yeah, okay. So this is where hand we are using. Okay, so how I will provide the addresses? Maybe because I need to filter in that also, because multiple colors is also available, multiple brands is also available, multiple cases also available. So here I will start with the query parameter. So first I will take a brand, and I am giving a filter in the brand like a fast track. And again I need to filter something, I need to provide some more filter. For this, again I will start with the and operator, and again color is equal to blue color, and again I will start a hand operator, uh, case is equal to round. Okay, so this is how I will I'll provide the filter, and also I will select the multiple values in the list of values in particular resource. This is how query parameter is useful in order to select a particular filtration. Okay, so this is how we use a query parameter. Understanding, right, how to use a query parameter? Okay, so now tell me, just a scenario I'm providing. We have to reach to the XYZ company, and in that company we have to reach to the employee portal. Okay, after reaching to the employee portal, I need to fetch a particular employee information. How do we provide the address for that? Mm. Yeah, Ishwar. So if it is after the resource with slash, then it is a path parameter. Yes, pet resource but path parameter. Yeah. Okay. Mm. Okay. Mm.
Madam, can you repeat your question? Asking something
Okay.
like.
See, where is Kiran? He's he dropped out. Kiran, actually, we have already discussed what is API, what is, how we need to use a API, what is the, use of a API. All those things we already discussed, Kiran. Maybe you missed out that session. Okay.
Ma'am, I'm
Mm,
Rajesh here. Ma'am, that's why I'm asking. I am also first class, ma'am, today. So I'm
okay.
not getting, ma'am. So what is the before that it happened? So we are told that it is the first class, ma'am. So that's
Uh-huh.
why I was also listening, but I'm not getting anything, ma'am.
Okay. No problem. Okay. See, this is just a first demo we started, but the basic part, like what is API and all, we just covered in the workshop session. Okay. Okay. If you
Okay.
guys are not understanding, that means I will just go through that again. Okay. No problem. But at least inform me. If you are not understanding something, just
Yes.
inform me.
Or else
Okay.
if that video is recording available means I will watch it, ma'am.
Yeah, that would be the better, madam. Since
It will be better.
day for yesterday recording is already available.
Yeah, recording is always available in the YouTube, guys. All these demos, recordings, workshop recording, everything will be available always in the YouTube. Okay, go through
Oh,
that. If you find any difficulty, let me know. Now we are also will just explain. Just give me a 5 minutes of time. I will explain again. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Don't worry, guys. Okay, it's very easy. API testing is very easy. Just inform me if you're facing any issue. Just inform me. Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. So here, so pet is there, pet ID is there. Okay. So under that, in the documentation, just observe here, the pet ID they are passing as a path parameter here. Okay, the pet id they're passing as a path parameter, not a query parameter, because they are very much clear about the requirement. Okay, so they need some pet, and that pet id, they're just passing it here to get the information about that. Okay, so in that case, when we have an exact requirement, when we know that yes, exactly we need details of this employee only. Okay, whenever we have a list of employee, when we know that exactly this employee information only we want. Okay, so by the time we can go with the path parameter, we can provide the information directly here, because we are very much clear about the requirement, right? So we can directly provide the particular employee information in whenever we are filtering employee. In the pet, we are providing a pet id directly to get the particular pet information. Okay, that is where we are going with the path parameter. Okay, this is the two difference between path parameter and query parameter. Okay, understood? Understood? Any doubt in query parameter and path parameter?
Madam, just to recap, you
Mm-hmm.
are replacing a query with the path parameter.
No, I'm not replacing a query with the path parameter. I'm just telling the scenarios, like when we have a multiple values to be filter. By the time we need to go with the query param. Okay, so when we have a when we clear about the requirement, when we have a direct information, by the time we can go with the path parameter.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so
So
here
it
we
is
are
nothing but value parameter, right? Path parameter is nothing but a value parameter in such cases.
No, yeah, path can be anything. Here we are giving ID. We can
Okay.
also give, some other information if we have. Okay, so anything. What in the path itself we are giving? Usually, the path parameter we give a ID only. Okay, unique to information only we pass it here. Okay. Just understand the overview, guys. Once we start executing APIs, right, you will get a clear clarity. Okay, so just let me know, guys, how many of you attending today? Just in the chat, count, just to take a count. Using get all the value from available. Okay, today is the first time. Okay, Ishwar is the first time. And and Prasad. Okay. Fine. Okay, yeah, okay. Let's come to the point then. Okay, I was not knowing, guys. I thought maybe all of you have attended a previous session. Okay, so hope this is at least a little bit it is understood now, right? So now just we'll discuss about the basics thing. Okay, so what is API? Being a test engineer, why we want to learn the API? Okay, so No, API means as name suggesting, it's a application programming interface. Okay, as name suggesting, application programming interface. Okay, so interface means what? Okay, intermediate. Okay, so why we need to use a API? Why API testing is so booming nowadays? Why it is demanding in the market? Okay, because nowadays all the applications are built in using APIs. Without APIs, it's a very difficult to interact with the applications. Okay, it's going to give me okay. So here we have this application. Okay, we have one more application. We have one more application here. Okay, maybe this application as built in Java, and this application as built in Python. Okay, this application wants to interact with this application, and this application wants to interact with this application. But this application has built in Java, this application has built in Python. This application is requesting something, this application is responding something, but both the two application is also not able to understand each other. Okay, because this is built in Java, this is built in Python, they're not able to interact each other. So now this application maybe want some service from this application. Okay, so now what to do? This is a big question now. So for our also, see, to say, I know English, you guys know English. That's the reason I'm communicating in English, to have a seamless communication. Okay, so if I speak my native language, if you guys, respond in your native language, it's become very difficult to interact each other, right? So that's why I'm using English as an intermediate language between two of us to interact. Similar way, here to have a seamless communication, we are calling APIs in between the two applications. Okay, to interact each other. Okay, so in this API, then you can ask me the question. To have a seamless communication between two applications, we are calling the APIs. But soon after calling the API, how these two applications can able to have an interaction? What technique they are using inside of this API so that this application can also understand and this application can also understand? Because APIs are built-in language called JSON. They are using a JSON as in a language inside the API. This JSON is there, right? This JSON is a language independent. Okay, it's a language independent. Means language independent means it is not dependent on any language. Okay, anybody can able to understand. Okay, anybody can able to understand this application. Anybody can able to understand, means any application can able to understand what it is sending and what it is responding. Okay, because they're calling in between, they're calling API. This API take this application request and they convert into the specific language, and it will provide it to you. And this application will respond something, and it will take that, and it will convert it to the JSON format, and it will provide it to this application. Okay, so we are using a JSON language as a language in the API. This is a language independent, means any language can able to understand, because this is developed in a simple syntax. Okay, so by using a simple syntax, they are developed this language, and this is a very simple language, any language can able to understand. For the application level also, for the users also, for us also, to learn and to create some data in a JSON is very easy. It's a very lightweight language, and it's very simple syntax it is using to create a data, and we can easily create a data in the JSON. This part will be learning, don't worry about this. Okay, how to create a object in JSON, how to create a data, how to create a array, how to create a complex data, everything will be learning. Okay, so here, so this is just some overview how and where we are using. But in real time, where we are using, okay, if you can see all the application, just observe. Now you guys are using a Amazon, you guys are using a Flipkart, you guys are using a Caps. Okay, so what happens there? When you click on in Amazon, when you click on buy now, you will get a list of options there, right? You will get a phone pay option, you will get a Google Pay option, you will get a UPI option, so on. You will get a Paytm option, right? So don't you think the phone pay is also one more application, right? Google Pay is also one more application. How, like from the Amazon, how request is going to the phone pay application, how they are integrating phone pay inside the Amazon, because they are calling a API in between the Amazon and phone pay, or Amazon or Google Pay, or Amazon or Paytm. Okay, in between they're calling a API. So from this request, when we click on a buy now, all the information from Amazon to phone pay it will go. In the phone pay, processing of a amount will happen, and after payment is done, it will show you, right? It is redirecting you to the page, please don't click on a back button, something you will getting a message, right? Then after completion of a transaction, it will again land to your Amazon page only, right? So means from that phone pay we have received a response, so then we landed back to the Amazon payment page. Okay, so this is how it works. Okay, and if you take a cab also, guys, like there also you use a payment methods, means payment gateway you use, or you use a Google APIs inside the cab. When you click on the from account, and when you click on a destination address, and when you click on a from address, when you click on that, immediately it will give us the list of addresses. From where it is giving, from when are you storing inside your application, or Uber people are storing all the addresses by manually saving there? No, right? It's not at all possible, right? Because we are living in a metropolitan cities, there's a lot of address will be available. So how it's happening then? The Ola app or Uber applications, okay, they are calling a Google Map API. Okay, see, just observe whatever the application now you are using, just start thinking in that way. Okay, like where you are using API, open your any of the cab app, like Uber, Ola, so on. You click on the from address, you click on the destination address. We as a user, we just click on it, but internally in the back end all these things are happening. When we click on a from address, immediately the control will go to the Google Map application, means through the API it will go, it will respond back as the address. So we will get the address in the from tab, from box will be there, right there. And when we click on the destination address, again the request will go to the Google Map. Google Map respond back us with the address. Okay, so like that. Okay, there we are using Google Map. And when we click on a buy now, whatever the amount happened in the Amazon account will be go to the phone pay application as an request. Okay, this much of amount, please allow me to pay, like that. Phone pay application, it will go. Phone pay application processes the request. It will respond back as saying yes, transaction is done. Okay, and let's take other example. Okay, in all the application, whatever the application you are using in your mobiles, you start thinking from now. Okay, okay, where and all you guys are using the APIs in real time. We are using whatever the application we are using now, right now, everywhere we are using APIs, but we will not observe that. Okay, but all the application dependent on the APIs only. That's the reason the API development is also high in the market. And in contradiction, the API testing is also high in the market. Okay, so this is the basic detail about the API. Okay, so now today, so this is the basic detail, like what is API, where we are using, and what is the importance of it. Okay, and advantage and disadvantage also there, that we will discuss in the next session. Okay, so this is how it works in real time also, where we are using. I've just given few example, you just start thinking about that, and tell me tomorrow some more example where we are using multiple APIs. Okay, any doubt here? So today, after discussing something, today we started with the API. That's it. Okay. So in this
Ma'am,
today,
I have one doubt.
hello.
Hello. Ma'am, is
Yes.
there anything pre-required for learning API testing?
No. Prerequisite is not required for the manual API testing. See, we are working with the Postman. Okay.
Yes.
So we are working with the Postman, and I am only just giving you all the introduction about the tool, everything. Okay. You no need to
And
have
ma'am,
any.
any language?
Hmm?
Ma'am, any language?
Yeah, that's what, like see guys, okay, let me give you overview. The course is divided into three parts: manual, the one who has not attended yesterday, so day before yesterday's, it is available in the YouTube, but I will give you again the intro. Okay, the course is divided into manual, automation, and project framework. Okay, it's divided into like this. So here in the manual we are using a Postman. In the automation, we are using a rest assured library. Okay. So here what happens? Here, no prerequisite is required. I am only taking you guys from very basic level. Okay. So from very basic level to advanced, I am only covering here. So you will get us some time here, right? At least 10 to 15 days we will be in this only. So when you get some time, go through the Java basics. Java basics. Okay, so because in order to work with a REST assured, you should have some core Java knowledge. Okay, just go through the Java basics like a core Java. Okay, just go through the core Java, and just have a knowledge on the core Java before jumping into the REST assured. I will just taking a because here you will get a 10 to 15 days of time. Within that, at least brush up the core Java concepts. I will just take a 2 days of time to just go through the all the concepts here. Okay, but I'm not spending much time for the Java. So you guys have to go through that. But I will take 2 days of session to discuss the to cover and just to provide the overview of all the topics here. Then after covering the automation part and all the scenarios, then we are jumping into the framework. So here project plus Allure report plus GitHub plus Jenkins. Okay, this much we need to do in the framework part. This is what the, so in coming to the Postman, how to make use of this tool, how many HTTP methods are available, and what is collection, what is environments, what is mock server, what is workspace, and what is authorization, how to make use of all these things. Okay. Hmm. All these things will be covered. Okay, basically working with a complete postman tool. Hmm. Anything you need to ask? Any doubts?
Ma'am, actually, I'm basically from non-IT, ma'am. So I was
Okay.
shifting to IT side, but I don't have any Java knowledge, ma'am. Is it fine, ma'am? Or
Okay,
else I
so
have to learn Java first, ma'am?
you can do one more thing, like you can learn. So you are learning now all the courses, Rajesh, like you're learning manual testing,
Yes, ma'am.
Selenium.
Yes, ma'am.
You're
Selenium. Yes,
going
ma'am.
to start, right? Your
Completely testing.
manual testing is done.
No, no, ma'am. Actually, I learned the Salesforce, ma'am, CRM. So, but
Uh-huh.
in there also I required but API testing I know, ma'am, there little bit. In the integration part, I was done, ma'am.
Okay, okay, okay.
But I
So,
don't have knowledge on Java, ma'am. There, JSON and all things I know, ma'am. There,
mm-hmm. So you can
jQuery
do
and
one
JSON.
thing.
Yes, ma'am.
You can do one thing here. If you really want to get the API course, means you can cover the manual part. Okay, means you can
Okay,
go for the manual part. If it is finding difficult for the automation part now to join, you can plan for the manual. Okay, but
okay,
meanwhile, if you learn some Java, if you're
okay,
comfortable with it, then you can go with the automation parts as well.
okay, ma'am. Okay, okay.
Okay.
Like Java, shall I learn on through Google, ma'am? Is it fine?
Yeah,
Basics
in
Java.
YouTube also, from DurgaSoft also the videos is available, right? Java.
Okay. Yes,
That is
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
also more than enough. See, if you can follow that, that is more than enough.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, fine.
Mm,
Thank you,
okay.
ma'am.
Yeah. Anything else, guys? When regular start sessions will be starts. So regular sessions will be from Monday.
So is
Yeah.
that like Monday to Friday or else weekends as well, ma'am?
Yeah. Monday to Friday. Usually, I don't prefer weekends. Okay, but if it is required, if I am also free, if you guys also free, if it is required, means then only just like extra classes we can take up. But usually, it will be Monday to Friday only.
Ma'am, how many days, ma'am, this course is? Sure.
45 days. The complete course
Okay.
is 45 days.
Yeah, okay, ma'am. Fine. Thank you.
Can I ask one thing?
Yeah.
For the API testing, also need to know Selenium as well, or no need?
And no. See, API testing is back-end testing, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
So Selenium is front-end testing, okay? The completely different parts, okay?
Okay.
So Selenium is different. Selenium, by having a knowledge of that, we can't do anything here, okay?
Yeah,
This
okay.
is easier than the Selenium,
Okay.
okay?
So what about the regular classes? Regular classes will done after 2 days, or demo is going on
Mm.
till 2 days more?
And demo is there till the Wednesday. Okay, till the
Okay.
Wednesday demo is there. Then I'm just telling the management to give just 2 days of time for you guys to do the register and all for that.
Okay.
Then from Monday again, as usual, from Monday we will start freshly the session.
We'll start from basic, right? From initial.
Hmm. Yes,
Okay.
from very basic, because
Okay.
as you can see here in this session itself, we have a non-IT peoples, freshers. Okay, see,
Yeah.
Kiran has disconnected, right? Yes, we should have some patience, guys, until to
Yeah. Yeah.
explain. See, he is disconnected, but he is not having that idea what we are going to cover only. So the
Okay.
thing
Okay.
is, I'm starting from very basic. I know, some of you from, jumping from non-IT to IT, and some of you are fresher, and some of you may be working before in the manual testing, and now you want to learn manual part of API and automation part of API both. Okay, there's a different perspective of everyone. So, but we have to take everyone on the same page. So,
Okay.
what we
Okay.
will do? we go with a very basic level. Okay, maybe some of you having some knowledge may feel bored initial days, but yes, okay, just a week of time only. Just we'll cover the basics, then we'll jump into the slowly we'll jump into the advanced.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Okay, yeah. Mm, in this, yes, yes, okay. Regular class will start. Okay, timing will be 7 to 8, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Okay, so that some of you have to go for the office also, right? So that's the reason 7 to 8. Already 8 to 9 batches there. So 7 to 8 is the timing. If you have any doubts means please call to management. They will provide you all the details. If you want to speak with me before enrolling, or if you have any doubts, call them and tell them to connect with me. They will connect with me. Okay. So, but make sure before enrolling, if you are comfortable, if you are okay with the course or teaching everything, then I've discussed with the management. Then enroll as soon as possible within the Wednesday. Time will not change later. No, 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 it will not change, Ishwar, because I do working, right? So even I do have my office. Okay, I do have my office, other stuff. I can have only 8 to 9 or 7 to 8. Okay, 8 to 9 already there. So yours batch should be 7 to 8 only. Okay, and evening and all is highly impossible because I work for the US shift, so I will be in working, okay, in evening time, and also that's why my classes will be usually on daily morning only, 78 and 8 to 9. Yeah, okay, okay, fine, yeah, 7 to 8. This batch is on 7 to 8. So before enrolling, take all the information. If you are comfortable with everything, then please enroll as soon as possible so that we can start early. Yeah,
Ma'am, one quick question actually. So, do you have any batch available which are already covered manual part you are about to start automation?
manual part automation. Okay, you mean to say automation part only you want to join?
Yeah, actually I have some knowledge and I'm working as well, so I'm looking for some automation.
Okay, okay. Okay, but yeah, 8 to 9 is batches there, but it's already, almost half of the part is done, Prasad, in that. So I don't know how it will going to be benefit for you. Is that okay? Or in this batch only, if you can, adjust for some at least 10 days to a week time, then yeah, in this also be immediately we are starting automation, right?
Okay, thanks, ma'am. I'll think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else, guys, before winding up the session?
Hello.
9 a.m. It will not start. Okay. 9 a.m. is too late, right? For everyone. 8 to 9 is there. 9 a.m. is not there, guys. Want to make sure it does not clash. Okay. Anything else? So, you were asking something?
Actually, what package will be expect for the fresher in my company
What?
for interview?
Okay.
One minute.
It means what questions you're asking?
What salary we can expect from the companies for the APIs?
Okay, okay. See, whenever you specify the API testing knowledge, the first thing is they ask about all the HTTP methods. Okay, so all the HTTP methods and what all the HTTP methods you worked on in your company or in your project. This is a very basic question, and this is a 100% question. Then they ask about different status codes. Okay, just provide your experiences on the different status code execution. What are the status codes you have encountered whenever you are running your APIs or your service testing, whenever you are performing a service testing, whatever the status codes you encountered in your project, give a brief description about that. Like that questions, okay, because they want to just check the knowledge from you guys. What are the APIs you have used? What are the status codes you have encountered? Whenever you encountered some error status code, how you have resolved that in order to overcome from that error, and how you will do the validations on the headers or on the response that you have received from the server. So like these questions, okay. Anyhow, while we are executing, I will be telling you all the questions, guys, okay.
Can I ask one doubt?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we can try basically when I will learn the API testing. Okay, so jobs are available for separate API testing, or we need to learn the other part also? Or interviewer ask the question from Selenium or any other part also? No need, no, no.
Any other part in the sense?
Means I prepared the CV for the API testing. Okay,
Okay. Mm.
so that's I'm asking. So interviewer ask the question from API testing only, or they will ask the other part, maybe manual testing also, or you know the automation or not about the Selenium. It will not ask. Right?
Yeah, I see. Sometime that depends upon the interview, guys. Or we can judge about the interviewed person,
Yeah.
right? So that depends. Sometime the interviewer not even look into your resume itself. What they
Okay.
want for their project, just that they will come and that question they will ask. Okay. So
Separately calls are available for API tester. Separate. If I will try separate API testing call, it's
mhm.
available.
Yes, it's available. Most of the companies, maybe openings is available in Naukri. I can see, but what are the openings they are, keeping nowadays? All the API, all the organization, requires the candidate to have a knowledge on API testing. Today, what you guys have to do, open the Naukri and just go through the job description. Okay.
Okay.
So in that, you just observe, they are kept a mandatory as an API testing knowledge. All
Okay.
the organization demands the candidate to have a knowledge on a API testing because it's a booming. They also want, some what as we discussed in the previous workshop. Nowadays, they are trying to replace a front end like a Selenium and all with the API testing. Okay, because of a performance issue in Selenium, we sometimes we may face a execution time issue and all, right, in execution things and all, but that will not happens with the API testing. We will get a response, within a fraction of second. Okay, so because of that as well, they're trying to cover the scenarios in the API by maintaining a API framework and all. So yeah, importance is that much. Okay, you go and check
Okay.
the Naukri.
Can I
Yeah.
ask one thing also? Can I
Mhm.
ask the question about the experience? So no need to ask in the session now.
Yes, yes, yeah. We will, anything
Can I ask?
related to what question is that?
Basically, I need to ask the question about the experience. If the gap is
Experience.
there, so I need to put the experience. So can I ask that question here or no?
Oh, SQL.
No, 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 no. I'm saying I need to put the experience. I have gap. Okay.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
So can I
Okay,
get the answer here, or I need to talk separately?
yes, okay. Means you have some gap in
Gap.
your
Yeah,
career, and you
yeah.
need to cover that gap, right?
API testing experience.
Okay, 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 okay. We will discuss in the regular session. We will anyway will start, right?
Okay, okay.
We'll discuss that. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else, guys? Okay. Let me check the chart. What is the timing? We are done. Ma'am, myself, Rajesh. I want to talk to you regarding my career point. Mm-hmm. It's good, Rajesh. Okay. Sure. You see, whatever the decision you are taken is good only. Okay. See, the one who wants to jump from non-IT to IT is that is a good idea. Okay. But yes, okay, I will discuss, with you, Rajesh, later on. Okay. That's what I suggest. If anyone wants to jump in, that's a good idea that you guys are doing. Okay. Because, but yes, you have to put some effort before jumping into that. Okay.
Ma'am, does class provides calls for interview?
Calls, calls interview in the sense, like, I will be referring, I mean, I will be just informing you guys whenever the requirement is there. And just check with the management if you guys are fresher or, any experienced candidate or anything. It may be, just check with the management that they're conducting any interview schedule or not, like that. Once you check with the management. But personally, whenever I will get to know the openings, I will just, share with you all. Who are all interested can go and attend that. Okay. And yes, someone has asked about the video, that yes, everyday sessions videos will be recorded and they will upload in the drive. So once after you are enrolling the course, they will share you all the drive link. Okay. Anything else, guys, before winding up the session?
Mock will also do mock interview or any other part in between sessions.
Yeah, I
Or,
can, yeah, of your personal interest, because what happens, so sometime initial whatever, like, some peoples will be attending initial days. Okay.
okay.
Days are passing, I can see the few peoples in the session, because they are very much comfortable with watching the videos and practicing it. Okay. If you guys are really available, if you guys are really interested in that, okay, I can do, of your personal interest and of my personal interest, I can take a mock. Okay.
Okay.
Of competition of them, like mock kind of interview we can take.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Those who are interested can attend that.
Yeah, the group also available basically when class will started. So group is also there, na? Any group for the communication purpose?
Yes, yes, it is available.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah. API confirmation error message, same as UI message. Uh, you mean to say response message you're asking, Suhil? Anything else, guys, before winding up the session? Hmm. Anything else? Hmm. Okay, guys, then we'll catch up tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye. Have a great day.